Are you tired of feeling judged or pressured every time you choose a salad or skip the fries or skip drinks at happy hour? In this episode of Candidly with Coffee, we're going to dive into navigating social pressure while staying committed to your health goals. It's going to be a good one. Grab your coffee. Let's get into it. Or Diet Coke.
Or Diet Coke. Let's get into it. I like this one.
All right.
Social pressures.
Well, right now, technically, I haven't gone to San Diego yet. By the time you guys are watching this, I'll be back. But yeah, I'm gearing up. I'm leaving tomorrow morning early. And would you believe I'm not even done packing yet?
No?
No, I'm not.
Wow.
I'm going to pull like a probably be up late because after this, I'm going to try to go see my dad because then I'm going to try to commit to like popping in once a week.
Yeah.
I'm going to see how I do with that.
Yeah.
I think that's a healthy boundary.
So, how do you feel about social pressures? You don't have to worry about them no more. Social pressures.
Social pressures of what?
Of drinking and eating bad. Like no one can pressure you.
I mean, well, we're going to get into that. Do you not know how long we've had this podcast with the format? The format in any way is we're going to get into that's the topic for the show. But we still got to do other things before we talk about that.
Gotcha.
But before we let me put my glasses back on. Now I'm all bamboozled, or I'm good. I'm gadooshed. Have you heard? Not to get off topic, but have you heard the word gadooshed?
Yeah, I heard that from back in the day.
Oh, what does it mean?
I forgot, man. I heard it when I was young. I remember that word.
You don't know that it's being used now?
No.
There's a certain.
It's kind of like a resurgence of it.
But there's a certain.
I haven't heard that word in a long time.
There's a certain someone in the online coaching space that keeps getting gadooshed. They keep saying that he's getting good.
Yes.
Anyways, I'm getting.
He's getting
gadooshed.
bamboozled. He's getting fugazied.
Yeah, whatever it is. Anyways, guys, sorry, but we're back. We're back on track here.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get my Christmas spirit, so we'll see on the next episode how it's doing. Hopefully, you guys by now have tuned into my Vlogmas. Now we're on day 2 of Vlogmas. When you guys are watching this, and every day from here on out, we're gonna do a little, probably a little bit of shorter vlogs because that's how I'm gonna be able to keep up with it. But some of the requests that people have is like grocery hauls, so like a Trader Joe's haul,
Okay.
a Sprouts haul. Guess what, you guys? This week our Sprouts opens. I'm so excited about that.
We'll do a Sprouts haul for sure.
Yeah, we'll do a Sprouts haul. They also want more just like antics between you and I.
More antics?
Mm-hmm. More antics. Listen, if you guys want the antics, join our membership, our channel membership, because you get the antics over there. And
Real
actually, and we are, I think we tested it last week, and I think we're going to do it again. Rather than pre-recording the off-topic episode, we'll just do a Wednesday morning, usually Wednesday morning, but a Wednesday morning live off-topic. You don't have to join live because the recording will be on YouTube after, but you can join live and literally join us in our off-topic conversation. So if you're not already a member of the our memberships, make sure you join the inner circle, and tune in.
Hey, your ladies were active in there this morning.
Yeah, I know, and they were like, "Hey, I didn't get like a notification." It was an impromptu live off-topic episode. So we do a weekly episode of off-topic. We also do after shows. So almost every episode of the podcast, we do a little extended after show just for our inner circle. So join the channel. You'll get all of that. You'll get perks. You'll have a cute little coffee cup next to your name. You'll get special emojis that you can use. And it's ad-free, by the way. No commercials, no ads. It's just raw. It's unedited. It's unfiltered. It's all the things.
What you see is what you get.
Yeah. Mike got on my nerves on last off topic, trying to hush me.
Hush.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on to, it is Cyber Monday now. Happy Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday. Good old Cyber Monday.
And if you are interested in taking advantage of my Cyber Monday deal, then make sure you're booked into a consultation call between December 2nd and December 6th to take advantage of the 2025 one-on-one coaching transformation promotion. It's a good one. Never, ever do I ever do promotions on one-on-one coaching because it's my time. But I do have some promotions. So get on in that consultation call. If there isn't any slots available for that time period, I'm sorry. It just means it's full.
Filled up quick.
Filled up. So we shall see. All right, let's take a little break for Transcend. We'll be right back. You guys know that Mike and I embarked on our HRT and peptide journey last year, and we are absolutely loving it. It's been a game changer for both of us. And if you've ever wondered why you should consider HRT or peptide therapy, let me break it down for you. Everyone's needs are unique. That's why Transcend is all about creating a personalized plan just for you. They'll start by evaluating your blood work, taking into account how you feel and what your goals are, and then help you find a solution tailored to optimize your health and wellness. What makes it so effective? It's targeted treatment, finally address specific deficiencies and imbalances that might have been holding you back for years. Boost your body's natural functions. These therapies can kickstart and support your body's processes, giving you that extra edge. Enhance your well-being. Imagine boosting your mood, increasing your energy, and just feeling better overall in your day-to-day life. And lastly, longevity. It's not just about feeling good now, it's about supporting healthy aging and preventing chronic conditions down the road. Transcend will guide you every step of the way. So if you're ready to take your health and energy to the next level, start your own HRT or peptide journey with Transcend today. Remember to use our link www.transcendcompany.com/ESCO Elite, 15% off for new patients. Speaking of Transcend, they have a Cyber Monday. It is freaking insane. If you are already a patient, contact your wellness specialist and get on it. I think there's 40% off on all medications. Everything.
Yeah.
40% off.
That's a deal.
If you're not a patient, fast track becoming a patient. Purchase your medications and then get it done. I don't know what you waited for because I'm sure you could still somehow take advantage if you contact them, even if you're not a patient already. But yeah, that's insane. I've never seen them do. I mean, that's an incredible freaking deal.
Yes, it is.
You can load up on all your stuff that you're going to need for that 2025 transformation.
For 40% off.
For 40%.
I know. Can't beat that.
It's crazy. That's a good deal. I was surprised when I saw that. All right, you guys, let's do a little comment corner. Your sweetest life. That's Stephanie. She's my client. Oh, look at her with a little coffee cup next to her name. That means she's in her circle. Thank you for the reminder not to listen to people. We are not on the same journey. Definitely heard those statements. I love the Built Puffs. They're like marshmallows. They are. I love the Built Puffs. I love the Built Puffs. They're just kind of like candy-ish, and so they don't really like satiate me. Next comment, Jacqueline28, also part of our member site. Such a good analogy about the washing machine. It makes so much sense when you think about it. She's referring to how I said you could have 5 of the same washing machines, but if you overstuff them all over time, they'll break down in different ways.
Yes.
Meaning we all will respond to being obese in different ways. Some people will get diabetes, some people will get cancer, heart attacks, all the things.
So true.
Hannah, who I believe is across the pond. That's our
UK.
I think so. Is this the Hannah? This might be the Hannah that joins us on our lives a lot. She says, another amazing episode. I just have to say, I love how obvious it is that Mike adores you. He always brings up something about you he admires. Oh, he didn't adore me that much this morning. And it's so precious to see that after being together for that long. I really hope my boyfriend and I will have that kind of love later on in life. Aw. That's so
She
sweet.
took notes.
She took notes?
Like she noticed it. Like,
Yeah. Well, that's nice.
Yeah, that was a nice compliment.
Today your compliment was that I look like a college kid.
You do. Baggy jeans, a big sweater,
Yeah.
nerdy glasses,
Nerdy glasses.
comfortable socks.
People like my red glasses.
No,
my,
they're cool.
My Sally
Are they
Jessies.
clean or dirty?
What do you think?
They look dirty to me. Jesus.
A little dirty. I could see though. All right, you guys, let's take a little break for One Up Nutrition. We'll be right back. When it comes to the best supplements to support your muscle building and fat loss goals, One Up Nutrition has you covered. Their gut health supplements have been a complete game changer for me. And I have to say, their protein powders are my absolute favorites. Mike and I literally order the peanut butter cookie and lemon Italian iced protein powders by the case. They are that good. With so many delicious flavors to choose from, One Up Nutrition makes hitting your protein goals easy and enjoyable. So whether you're looking for supplements, protein powders, or anything in between, shop One Up Nutrition for all your needs. And don't forget to use Janine to save at checkout. That's code JEANINE. All right, you guys, we're back. Let's get into it now. Mike was really wanting to get into it quickly, so we're getting into it quickly. It really is annoying to me that it is already hard enough to make a personal decision to change your life, to improve yourself, and then you have to worry about people trying to derail you from that decision that was already hard to make.
Exactly. They always got to put in their damn 2 cents, you know? People need to stand their ground. Tell them, you know what? Shh, hush. Keep your opinions to yourself. I don't need your help. I got this.
You know what it is, though? I think that the biggest thing that has helped me is to remember that it's your journey. It's your thing,
That's
you know? But I think that it's hard for some people when it's new, right? It's new. They're a little maybe insecure about the journey because maybe they've been on a bunch of diets before and never, you know, so it's like they don't even want to deal with that or it makes it uncomfortable. I find that always redirect back to the other person. Like, oh, you know, you're not going to eat that? Are you going to eat it? You eat it.
That's good.
You want some? No, thank you. You eat some.
There you go.
Always like redirect.
Yes.
Take it back to them. And if
Take it back to them.
Yeah, and I actually recommend, I don't know if this is a good recommend. This is just my opinion. So maybe you guys can sound off in the comments, but I think it's best when you personally don't call attention to it. Don't like share it. I know that sounds bad, but if you're in a social setting that's already going to come with some peer pressure and opinions, don't call attention to it saying, no, I can't have that cake. I'm on a diet.
There you go. Don't do that. Because now you open up the doors and they, of course, are going to critique, oh, you're on a diet all of us.
Because you're not on a diet for one. You shouldn't be.
No.
But just like avoid calling attention to it, like saying, oh, I can't have that. You used to do it. It used to make me uncomfortable. So uncomfortable. When we were on keto and we would go to a restaurant or something and they would offer like bread. They was like, do you guys want us to bring bread? And I would just say, no, thank you. And you would say, oh, no, man, I'm on that keto diet. Like, so you are an exact example of what I think you should not do. Do you remember when you used to do that?
Damn, dry snitching over here. Sheesh. Can't trust you around the folks.
Or you would say, oh, man, I wish. Or even like alcohol. Like when someone, oh, no, I don't drink alcohol. I'm sober. Blah. You get into it. Whereas I just think if you don't call attention to it, it doesn't become a thing. It doesn't become a topic across the table or whatever.
Well, that's what makes you and I different. We're not the same person.
So
I can call attention and talk my shit.
So I know, but do you think that's good advice for if we are in this episode giving people advice?
No, don't call attention to it. You're right. Don't.
What was that again? I liked hearing that. I'm right? I'm what?
Yeah, you're right. Don't call attention to it because a lot of people can't handle that.
Yeah.
They break into pressure. Now, you ain't pressuring me to do nothing.
I know, but then it becomes a hostile conversation. You're trying to have a social event, it's supposed to be pleasant. I don't want to have something that turns hostile. Like the way you're talking, it sounds like it will be hostile moment.
Who said hostile? If I said no, it's no. There doesn't need to be hostile. I'm not creating a hostile environment. The people who are pushing, they're creating a hostile environment. It's a difference.
No, I know, but that's what I mean by if you volunteer too much information, it gives them more.
First off, nobody asked me if I want to drink. I don't put myself in those situations. Let's keep that clear. So we're not even going to go.
The whole episode is about helping people navigate social pressure. I'm not saying you put yourself in that, but I am saying that we need to give people some tools. Okay, so fine. You don't want to give tools, all of your stuff. Mike, just listen.
No.
Mike is what not to do. Okay, there's your help. I will give you some help. if for one, what I mean by not calling attention to it, you don't have to call attention if you're at a girls' night out that I'm not drinking, or, sometimes you just order a mocktail. Look for the mocktail on the menu and order that. I'll take the Sunnyside, blah, 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 tropical, da-da-da. It has no alcohol in it. You're drinking it, whatever. Soda water with lime.
Or Diet Coke with lime and a straw.
Yeah, but...
Simple.
But what I'm saying is I find that it's easier, especially new journeys, that you don't call attention, because everybody will come down on you. They will just, and then and you're still weak. You're new. It's new. You're weak at this. You're weak at saying no. You want to say yes. You want the bread. Yeah. You want the cocktail. So the less that you can call attention, the less peer pressure, the better for you. And now if it becomes a problem with this particular, group of people or whatever, it's better to address it not in the moment, ahead of time. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, hey, you know what? Just to let you know, I'm not going to drink tonight. I'm not drinking. I'm whatever. And I appreciate it if, it's not an issue. So that then it's not an issue.
The problem is when people start drinking and catch a buzz, that's when they become the most annoying. They forget all that. All that goes out the window. Then they try to be, you're not the fun person anymore. This, and that. That happens. So it just depends. Do you have to put yourself in that environment? I get it. If you have to go, then deal with it. But if you don't have to go, then don't put yourself in that environment. That's it.
Yeah, but okay, so like the holidays, there's a lot of things, like a holiday party. A lot of people have company parties, and actually a lot of companies really want you to go. They get upset if you don't go. So you're at a holiday party. What I find, you navigate it by, like you walk around with something that looks like a cocktail, and you just like kind of don't call attention to it. If you're in small settings, I think addressing it ahead of time, making sure that people know your boundaries. Don't allow it, because if you allow it and you answer their questions, or then it becomes a thing. Do you know what I mean? Like the people that I spend time with, they know. They would never. Like the people I go out to eat with, they would never they wouldn't question my food choices or anything, because they know I have a boundary. But initially, in order to have a boundary, you have to set a boundary.
Yeah.
You have to tell them. And if they don't respect it, and this goes with significant others too, because I've had some clients that have asked me that too. How do I navigate it with your spouse? And what my recommendation to them is, again, talk to the spouse, not in the moment. So not when they're offering it, like, God, I hate when you do that. I'm doing this diet, blah, 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 whatever. It's better like when you first enter the journey, like, hey, I'm doing this. I'm really trying to feel better. I'd appreciate your support. So please don't peer pressure me or try to get me to fall off or whatever. Just please support me on this. I'd appreciate it ahead of time so that they know.
Yeah, that's true. Lay your foundation down. Draw that line in the sand and let them know.
Yeah, I think it helps ahead of time. Now, I also feel like, listen, it's not just because you're on a health journey or whatever, and for food wise, doesn't mean you always have to say no. It doesn't mean it's black and white, I can't have that. Because remember, we're trying to get people away from that mindset. It's not I can't have that, but, pick and choose the things you're going to partake in moderation. So if you are having a social event that's important to you, your favorite restaurant or whatever, doesn't mean you can't partake in it. It just means pick and choose when you're going to indulge.
That's it. Just got to be make your choice, and just plan for it. That's it. Because that's what we teach. We want you to enjoy life. This whole thing has to be enjoyment, or it's not sustainable. We don't want you to hate it. I can't eat this. I'm so restricted. No, that's not what we're trying to teach you.
Yeah, but I would hate for someone to utilize, have that indulgence because of peer pressure, though. You have it because you want it.
Exactly. You're in charge, not the other people. They're not in charge of you. Mm-hmm. You're in charge.
And I usually like saying things that are not related to the fact that don't use the word diet, because that's not what you're on. Don't use even the word that you're trying to lose weight. No. You can simply say something like, you know what? I don't eat that. I don't feel good when I eat like that, or when I eat that. It doesn't make me feel good.
Or messes my stomach up.
Yeah. If you say that, people are more likely to leave you alone.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, I can't have the cake it makes me sick.
Yeah.
That's
a good way of doing
Like,
it.
I don't eat cake.
Like, I can't drink the milk because it would be all bad in here.
Yeah. So you make light of it in that way, and that helps too. Again, I just believe that not calling attention, because you know what? When you call attention to what it is that you're doing specifically, what that does in people is it drudges up this unconscious guilt and insecurity about their own choices. So if you say no to the cake, they're going to feel guilty that they said yes to the cake. So they want everybody to have the cake so that they don't feel guilty.
Right.
I see that all the time. And I see that in like in doing like things you're not supposed to be doing also. Like anytime it's something that you do, something that you know you're not supposed to be doing, you want everybody to also be doing that because it will make you feel better about your choice.
So true.
And that's what I mean by like, try to avoid that. Because I mean, you're not trying to make them feel guilty. Hey, that's their life. That's their choice. And that's another topic. Do not try to become the beacon of preaching about your new health journey and trying to get, everybody on it, because they will just avoid you like the plague.
They will.
They will. They'll just avoid you. They'll know. They will just know. Let the way you live speak for itself. The way you live and the way you look, the choices you make, it will become very apparent. You will not be able to talk. You will not need to talk about it.
Eventually, one of them will ask you about down the line. Eventually, you'll inspire one of them.
Yeah.
At first, they might be against it, but down the line, they'll be like, so what are you doing? Tell me your secrets. Are you working with a coach? Whatever the case may be.
A lot of times they're going to feel like, oh man, like this is going to ruin the fun. We're not going to have fun anymore. If it's like a friend group.
Yeah. Everybody's always worried about fun. Everything has to be, can't just chill and have fun and talk, You have to eat that. You have to drink that. You know what I mean? Like, people got to get away from that. I can't wait till the alcohol is a thing of the past.
I know for a thing with because I got away from that too. I no longer, and you guys know, if you've been here for a while, I was adamant about my cheat days. I don't really do that anymore or say that anymore. And I remember it used to kind of annoy me because no one ever wanted to do anything with me unless it was cheat day. They would be like, I hope it's your cheat day.
Oh.
Like they would always say that because they wanted to make sure that I was engorging myself. Like, how about it's cheat day could be every day, but I no longer overfill my machine because it doesn't make me feel good.
Exactly.
That's why. Not because I'm on a diet, not because I'm trying to lose weight, but because I don't want to feel like crap. I had some sort of epiphany, and it started with alcohol, quitting alcohol, but it really is not specific to alcohol. It's everything. I fully have decided that I do not want to do anything that's self-inflicted to make myself not feel my best.
So true.
I'm not going to do anything intentionally to cause me to not feel good.
That's why I gave everything up for that reason. I don't want no more hangovers. I don't want mental brain fog or whatever you want to call it. I want mental clarity. I want to be sharp. It's already hard enough. Everything's already exhausted. Working out, getting up early, doing this and creating content. You need your brain to be operating on an optimal level. You add that to the mix, alcohol and not sleeping good, you're just swimming upstream and you're not getting anywhere. So
I think that, in the beginning of your journey, you're going to have to pick and choose those social situations. You're right to some degree, although I do not feel like you should lock yourself in a closet. I mean, we all know that method doesn't work either. Look at The Biggest Loser house, right? They had no social pressure, no outside influences, and then they never learned how to navigate it.
No.
You have to learn how to navigate it.
But that was a lot of rigidity in that. It's so strict.
No, I know.
That was unrealistic.
No, I know. But I'm just saying you have to learn how to navigate temptation and social pressure.
Of course.
It's part of the process. And that's why when we coach clients, I always tell people it's a year. I don't care. Even if you have 20 pounds to lose, it's a year. because you got to lose it and then you got to learn how to keep it off. And you got to learn how to keep it off
Yes.
through social situations, vacations, holidays. You got to learn how to manage the mental aspects of all of it.
And how many times have we seen it, even with the most successful clients, 20, 30 pounds, and all of a sudden they start going backwards again. I'm dealing with a situation with that right now. It's getting a little comfortable and letting off the gas. Like, a lot of this is mental, and that's why we come in and try to navigate through that, because you just lose your flame. You lose your why. It starts getting more like distantly.
And but you know why? We talked about this before, but it's so true. And what it has to do with is because you don't feel as shitty as you did before. So the motivation, that motivation is gone. You got to think, if you lose 30 pounds, when you were 30 pounds heavier, you felt like crap.
Yeah.
Well, now you don't wake up every day with the reminder of how bad you felt because you feel better. So it creeps back up until one day you wake up and go, oh my God, I feel like crap again.
Yep. How'd I get here? Oh my God, I gained it all back. Sometimes worse. What I've learned and what I've seen is, yes, it's hard to lose the weight, for sure. But I feel like it's harder to keep it off. Because once you get to that goal, we're like, oh my God, I reached my goal. I'm this new man, woman. And all right, well, what's next? What do you do? How do I stay here? How do I keep that flame going?
That's why it's all encompassing when you transform. And part of a transformation, what will come with that is a change in how you socialize. Like your interests will even change. The things that bring you joy and that you want to go out and do will change. So will a lot of times. Yes, it's going to impact your social circles. It's going to impact the things you do for fun, the way you grocery shop, the way you dress, the way you move, the way your personality, what you find entertaining. Everything changed. The word transform is all encompassing. It's not just a weight loss thing.
No.
And if you don't do a full transformation in all aspects and you literally just start, your life changes and it's this new person, you can't be the new body in the old life because then you'll just go back to the old body. That's the truth.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
It's the truth.
I never looked at it that way, but that's a good way of putting it. You're right.
If you have to think about what are the things that change, it does impact a lot of different things.
You know what? A light bulb just went off in my head. Rewind back to your competitor days and the era and the people I've been around in that fitness community. The reason they all hang out with each other, it's like a tight knit, kind of like in a family community because they're all doing the same thing. They're all one family. And you can have outside friends too, but they're not partaking in a lot of that behavior.
Right.
It's the same thing in the fight world. I wonder what some of these people don't go outside their world. You know someone in particular. That's his whole life. The gym, the life. Every girl he dates is in that's just his world, that encompasses, but that's his community.
But I get that because
That's
it's
his
annoying.
community.
Because when you have someone that doesn't get it, they're constantly nagging about it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, really? In the fitness world, you got to eat out of the Tupperware right now? Come on, can't you have one meal? They always say that. Can't you have one?
They're so concerned. Like, why are you so concerned with what another human being puts in his mouth? Why does it bother you so damn much?
But so it is nice to have, and that's why, like in my body boot camp program, even in our one-on-one program, because even in that group, that's their safe place because each of our programs, they have this group. It's the community where they share recipes, they talk about their struggles, they communicate with each other, and it's a safe place. No one's going to say, oh, Susie Q, why do you care about getting in more protein? Don't waste we don't have to worry about that there. Everyone there gets it. They get it. They get why you're looking for the protein candy in all the stores and you found it here or whatever. They get it and it's nice. It's comforting to know that at least one place you can go where no one's going to judge you or think, you're doing too much or you're obsessed or whatever. Because in our other life, a lot of times, if there hasn't been a little transition that has happened, there's a lot of people who are just bothered by what you're doing because it is a reminder of what they are also not doing.
Bingo.
And that's the truth.
It is.
That is the truth.
It's so funny because think about it. It's like you versus 99% of society. I hate to say it, but it's a very minuscule of us that are leading this lifestyle. We're
1%.
1%.
It's 1%.
It's nuts. We go out in public. When was the last time? I saw one girl today, actually, safer with it looked like it was her grandfather. And she had her little short shorts and she looked fit. Rarely see that.
You were like, dang, there's a fit chick
she
around.
Looked fit. You could tell.
Yeah.
She was about that workout life.
Yeah.
I could tell. She looked at me, I looked at her. We probably were like, oh, he looks fit too.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? You could just see one another. You don't. It's rare, like a little sighting, like, whoa.
Yeah. You can always spot like someone, oh, they work out.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. You have a certain look and a certain way we move and an aura about us. You're right.
It's interesting that you say that because that is like when someone says like, what's your goal or what is it that you are? I want to look like that. I want to be that someone will look at me and think that girl works out. Yeah. That's what I want. That's what I like. That's what I like. That's what makes me feel good.
Yep.
I like to look like someone who works out.
So you like that. I like that too. I like just, I'll walk in the gym or room anywhere. I light it up. I arrived. You know, it's my house. That's how I feel. Anywhere
I don't know if I feel that.
I feel that. I'm a man though. You're not.
I don't think I light up Crunch Gym. I think I just walk in with my headphones on.
It's different in the man world, babe. Like, we know who the alpha is when they arrive. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the jungle.
We just know.
Just walking in the jungle. The king of the jungle over here.
Snow.
Well.
How tight it is in that world with men.
Yeah. So anyways, that's, you know, that's, I lost my train of thought.
You said you like people to know when you're going to Starbucks, looking all cute to get your espresso.
Not that I like people to know. It's not like I'm not trying to be like that.
I know that, but I know what you're saying.
I'm just saying I like to look like myself. I like to look in the mirror and tell that, yes, like I work out. That's important to me.
Results speak for themselves. It's obvious, of course. You can tell the people who do and the people who don't.
But yeah, you're right. But that's another reason why, like, the desire for me is I would like to live in more a community that has more like-minded people, more fitness-driven community. We are not in that.
Why did we talk about moving to Vegas? Well, you always say because you love that community.
Yeah.
Because Vegas, even though people think of Vegas of just party, no, it's a huge fitness community.
Huge. And I love it. I love that there's tons of gyms. They're all content creation friendly. There are tons of like macro-friendly restaurants.
Yep.
Because Vegas or Nevada doesn't have real strict, you know, California, the guy that said he wanted to bring greens and proteins, he said California has so much red tape, it's like impossible.
I know.
But I like that. But again, it's kind of like what we're just saying in community, right? Because we gravitate towards people with similarities.
Yeah.
And that is why when you transform, if you are trying to live this, you're transformed and trying to live and move and do all of the same things in your old life, your transformation's not going to stick. So that's part of the transformation is evolving. We talk about with our group chat, our client call with our one-on-ones every week. So we have some clients that like, you know, their friends are like, oh man, why aren't you going to drink with the homies and blah, 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 you know, like.
Yeah, yep.
You know, and so it's like changing. Now they're doing different things. They're like, oh, I don't want to go do that, what do they call those, kickbacks or whatever. I'm not going to go to that because all they do is just drink and eat.
All they want to do is drink and try to peer pressure my clients to drink.
Yeah, so they're changing. We're like, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this instead. I'm going to go fishing or I'm going to go here or there. You know, they change because it's changing, not because they're forced to, not because they can't. I want that to be clear. It's not because you can't, because you can learn to have your boundaries and be in those social situations and stay strong. But the truth is, you won't even want to. That's where the real transformation comes. You will not even want to. On a Friday night, you want your little protein tree and Dateline. You don't want to be out in the clubs, even though you could go. I could go to a club and not drink and have a good time. But I don't want to. Because my life changed. I'm different. I don't, that's not what brings me joy. And that's where the true transformation comes. It's not overnight. It's sometimes even longer than a year, but it's a process and it's very cool because now you find joy in different things. You feel better, you look better, and you just overall are just happier because I'm sorry. I don't know. Like people think like it's not nice to say that. But when you're fit and you're you're healthy and I'm sorry, you feel better, you look better, you feel better. You feel better, you look better. It goes hand in hand.
You see the energy
Both.
difference.
Sorry.
You see the first off, the posture right there says it all. Slumped shoulders are upright.
Yeah.
The way you walk, the way you move.
You know, because I feel people say, "Oh no, I would never want that," or they'll say that like you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself.
I seen a dude today, man. So I had to go, just general checkup. My doctor. I see a dude coming out of the little office, whatever, the little thing, and he's waddling because he's so damn big. Waddling. They waddle when they walk. Sorry to say that, but it's the truth. They waddle. They're not even walking right, like side to side because so big.
Well, you have like inflammation. Well, I waddled when I was pregnant.
Yes.
I was big and pregnant. I was waddling.
Pregnant women waddle. That look. This was
waddled.
a man waddling.
I sweat. I'm not a sweater.
No, you're not.
I am not someone that sweats. Even when I work out, like you always say, "Oh, did you work out hard?" Because I don't sweat.
You don't.
When I was over 200 pounds, babe, I sweat. I was sweating.
And
my feet would stink. They would smell because they would just sweat all the time. Wow. And my socks would smell like gross.
Remember I was sweat eating?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
How
How
heavy do you think I was wet there when I was sweating and eating? Remember? You'd be like, damn, you're sweating, babe.
Yeah, like why are you sweating when you eat?
I don't know. Heart palpitations, probably the food I was eating.
Oh,
you know?
It's just crazy to think about.
It was just carrying, I'm 5'8", 5'9" with shoes, but 5'8", and carrying 200.
He threw in the 5'9" with shoes.
And carrying 230 plus 40 pounds on this frame. And that's not even considered like, yeah, it's big, but it ain't like these other ginormous dudes who are 300 plus pounders. It's crazy.
I just know, I know how I felt when I was overweight. And let me tell you, I much rather deal with the social pressure of being on my health journey, knowing in a 6 months or in a year where I'm going to be than the latter. The other thing was where I didn't go out anyway. So it's not about the social pressure. I didn't go out because I was in hiding. I didn't want to be in anyone's pictures. I didn't want people that I hadn't seen me in a while to see me. When I needed to get dressed for something, I remember we had like this Christmas party thing at a friend's house. And I remember having the hardest time finding an outfit. Oh gosh, I literally can remember it. And then we all took pictures that day and I was mortified because I was like, shit, there's me pictures. And there was pictures. Luckily, it was no social media back then.
Actually, those pictures are gold right now because you can show people, look, I've been in these shoes and I could tell how terrible it was. I've been one of you.
Yeah.
So you can relate to it. So
it was terrible. And all my friends were cute and small, like smaller. I was definitely the biggest. And I just thought, I used to think I see so weird the way my brain is. I remember I had this one friend. She was really thin. And I remember she was like going to reach for something at we would go to Target on our lunch break all the time. And she was going to reach for something on the top shelf and I could see like her profile. And I remember looking at her going, wow, I wish that I was that thin. She looks so good. Like she looked good. She wasn't like scary skinny, but she looked really good and like flat stomach little.
Yeah.
And she was reaching for something and I wasn't, and I'm so happy because for some reason I just don't have that the jealousy that I get is like in a inspiring kind of way. It inspired me.
It's not in a hateful way.
No, I just
Which
thought.
Which majority of people are these days.
Yeah, I just thought, wow, that's so cool. I remember when she would go shopping and she would show me what she got at Express. She loved Express and her little size 2 jeans. And I'd be like, man, someday, I would think.
But you were implanting that in your brain.
I was.
Instead of being mad and like, this
skinny bitch.
Yes, that's how they talk a lot of times. They do. I've heard it. I'm sure you've heard it. And it's like, you know what? You're inspiring me. And right now, you're inspiring a lot of women. They're showing you're a mother. You have 2 grown kids, gone through menopause. They're like, this isn't the end. This isn't the end, ladies.
That's my whole thing. And I always get kind of because I've been told before, I need to show more of because myself. Because sometimes it goes a long time before I actually will post a picture or video of myself. I just post my waist up or whatever. I don't show, I'm on a journey too. I'm always trying to do, sculpt my body, but I don't really show it very much.
Yeah.
But part of that is because I always feel, I never want people to feel some type of way about it. I don't know, like it make them feel bad about themselves. No. I'm trying to show you, listen, if I can do it, this girl who stuffed her face with donuts and weighed over 200 pounds, always struggled with weight, even through high school. It never came easy to me. If I could do it, anybody can do it. And that's why I do it. But I don't think everyone gets it that way, because I'm going to tell you something right now. Every time I post a picture, and I call it a body check. Okay, let's be real. It's a body check. I'm in the mirror doing a selfie. Like, this is what my body looks like right now.
Yeah.
It's not because I think it looks bad. Yeah, it's because I'm like, yeah, look, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm getting it done. But every time I do that, I lose followers.
You need to stop worrying about that.
And I'm not worried about my follower count.
No. You need to stop worrying about what other people think and their feelings. That's where you kind of...
It's their feelings.
You have a little block. You got to stop doing it.
It's not a block. It's that I empathize. I really, truly don't want it to make people feel bad, including my own clients. You know what I mean? Like, if people think
You're inspiring them. Yes, some are going to be mad and bothered, but you can't worry about that. I'm sorry. You can't. Can't worry about what other people say.
It was funny because I'm like, okay, here goes. I'm going to post and let's see if I lose some followers. And yeah,
They
always.
weren't real anyways. They were just waiting for an excuse.
Let's see. Yeah, look, I went down. I was at 27.3 and now I'm at 27.2. I told you. Isn't that funny?
It's okay. Well, they didn't have your back anyways. I mean,
the person that's bothered from that, they're not going to become my client.
Yeah, exactly.
And this Instagram is literally to showcase my knowledge and to share my knowledge and potentially acquire clients that I can help on the journey. That's the whole point. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, if it weren't for business, I probably would not be a social media person. I know that's probably surprising to some people. They think I'm like, queen of social media. I probably would not. I actually have a hard time sometimes even posting the personal stuff. Like when I'm on vacation or when I go somewhere, when I'm doing something, I really do not post a lot of my actual things that I do that are not work related.
So true. But you know what though? Again, I mean, you ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm telling you, yes, you're going to lose some followers, but you're also going to gain some respect from your followers too. Like, wow, she's inspiring. She's goals. Because I've heard people say goals too. I've heard.
Oh yeah, there's definitely. And let me tell you, the biggest cheerleaders are my clients. I mean, I love them.
Yeah.
Obviously, if they're my clients, they, resonated with the message.
Yeah.
But it's never to make people feel bad. That's my point.
Not at all.
That's why I make it a point to post the absolute ugliest, nastiest before pictures of myself all the time. Like you know what I mean? I post, the worst pictures that people would probably never want anybody to see. Some bad ones.
You got to show the ones when you were big too from back in the day.
That's what I'm saying.
Because that's real life stuff.
No, I know. The thing is, there isn't that many. Because there was no social media back then.
Yeah.
There's no like digital type stuff, no phone cameras and things like that. And I hid from the camera. So every once in a while I'll come across a photo and I'll snap a picture of the photo and I'll upload that. But I really do not have very many. Maybe in the attic I have some. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Well, I'm not sure if we gave you any tips on peer pressure. I think we got derailed. And Mike was no help. So let's use Mike as what not to do. And maybe you got something.
Just say no.
Just say no?
Just say no.
Just say no.
That's it. You don't have to give in. You're in charge of you. Just know that you are the boss of you. Just remember that. Tell yourself every day. You are the boss of you.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much. See you next time.
See you.